Hi, I'm Merrick Tomato. Welcome back to Let's Play X-Men, the official game on the PS2 for my 29th birthday special. Let's do the Alkali Lab, which is a Wolverine one. Wolverine once again returns to the place where the nightmares clawing at the edges of his memory first began. Now he starts a journey back to the heart of his origin, and more. I'm going to play on Novice, because I looked ahead and we don't want to keep going on Superhero, trust me. Invincible or not, we don't want it.
You okay?
It's this place. I don't like being this far underground. It upsets my powers.
You're claustrophobic.
No, I'm not.
Don't worry, Storm. I'm good at keeping secrets.
And anyway, it's nothing to be ashamed about. You have a phobia. A lot of people have phobias.
Mutant DNA detected. Capture protocols initiated.
I have fear of crowds. And I'm claustrophobic. Well, it's a type of claustrophobic. Depends on the type of cluster. It's weird. It's situational. It's weird. Also don't like heights. Or butterflies. Yeah, we have a lightning attack in this one because we got Storm as a backup. Also, we've maxed out all the stuff.
Mutant 172 identified. Code.
Logan, we need to destroy those transformers.
Yes, let's kill Megatron.
The machine is using them to regulate its power level. Without them, it will overload.
Alright, take him out. Storm, do your thing. Cool. We won't be using it much because why? We're already Wolverine. Whenever you're ready, Storm. Whenever you're ready.
Hold it. I will siphon off the excess electricity so you can destroy the transformer.
I don't have a radar because you're showing your frickin' tutorial message.
Power flow disrupted. Activating secondary bypass.
You do that, big boy.
Mutant 321 identified. Code name Storm.
Oh, we're going to keep to the standard movie costumes in the actual main part of the Let's Play itself,
Do not resist.
instead of the street clothes or the comic book costumes. For one main reason, it's because the street clothes and comic book costumes will not work because they don't apply to everyone. Because it would be weird to have like comic book yellow spandex Wolverine running around with non-comic book Storm fighting these movie guys. Or fighting movie Sabretooth, or to have like comic book Nightcrawler fighting teamed up with the movie version of Colossus, or fighting movie version Multiple Man. And it just wouldn't work quite as well, so we're staying to these standard costumes for the Let's Play.
Processing.
I will bleed off the power.
Ah! Ah! Eh!
Take it out.
Okay, so we've destroyed Starscream, and we have destroyed Soundwave. Next, I guess, is Prowler and then Megatron. Yeah, it's a destroy the Transformers. So I don't know the Gen 1 Transformers very well. I'm just going to say we took out Pterosaur and Waspinator, and then we're going to take out Scorponok and Megatron. Like, Beast Wars is my Transformers. It's always been my Transformers. It's the one I know. It's the one I understand. It's the one I watched as a kid and rewatched as an adult because it's so good. Plus it's Canadian and stars David Kaye. who also played Kronos in a show you probably have never heard of outside of Canada, is Class of the Titans, which is like a modernized... It's kinda like Percy Jackson, a little bit. It's weird. Check it. It's Greek mythology, descendants of heroes, and Narcissus. That's always something about the show that kind of confused me. Is Narcissus is one of the heroes, and Narcissus isn't a hero. He's a cautionary tale. But yeah, it's a really good show. The villain is Kronos, Titan of Time, and he's played by David Kaye.
Do not resist.
I headbutted the thing until it broke. Yeah!
Unable to regulate power. Stand down and prepare for processing.
Alright, your turn. Who's next? I got many claws. Ready, Storm, please? No? Alright. How about now?
Halt, mutant.
I will disable the transformer. Act quickly.
Right, there we go.
Power flow reaching critical levels. Overload imminent.
We've done it. Get clear.
And that's Wolverine. Cutscene time.
Hydra. Ever heard of them?
No. How about the Sentinel program? Ring any bells for you?
Stryker's into a lot of dangerous stuff. Could be anything. We should keep going.
Logan, what is this place?
Stryker's own private incarnation of hell. I was his main attraction. These are my souvenirs. No way. Can't be. Not even she could survive that.
Logan!
Ooh, yeah, electricity's always been kind of not great for
You're
Logan.
obsolete, old man. Who are you? You can call me Deathstrike.
Yeah, that's... People bitch and moan about Deadpool in X-Men Origins Wolverine, but everyone kind of forgets how much they dropped the ball on Lady Deathstrike in X2. Alright, next, Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler and Colossus approach Dark Cerebro, the heart of Alkali Base. They'll soon find out that more than just the stolen parts were left behind. This one you definitely don't want to do on superhero because Colossus can die
Do you hear that?
for some reason.
The whispering. It's getting louder.
I don't hear anything.
Stop it!
You left me to die.
Hey,
No,
Jason.
I didn't mean to.
Kurt, what's wrong? It's nothing. Let's keep moving.
I wish Colossus had a shirt.
I can't break it.
Maybe I can disable it from inside.
Or you could
Are you
punch it
sure you're
more
okay?
than
I'm
once.
fine. I'll have you inside in a moment.
I mean, I'm sure if you kept punching it, it would come down. Like, punch it once. I can't break it. Like, can you keep going, dude? Come on. But, well, I guess it makes sense to have the teleporter do it, because he can teleport. Ooh, shiny.
Kurt, there's some kind of field protecting the door. You'll need to get to the
Can do. You know, you can make an entire game off any of the character sections in this. Like, they already did it with Wolverine, and it worked so freaking well. Like, imagine a full Nightcrawler game. That would be so fun to play. Or a full Iceman game. I know they're never going to make a full Nightcrawler game. Let him have the sword and everything, but it would be cool. I'm glad we have this, at least. I'm glad the costume looks so cool.
I know all about you.
Yeah. Doop.
Kurt, these fields are impervious to me. Find the override so I can get to the generator inside.
Couldn't I just, like, grab a piece of junk and teleport to the generator in such a way that the piece of junk would merge into the generator, thus destroying it? Or is that would that be a little too easy? Or am I smarter than the game? I can't be smarter than the game. I'm not smart, so...
You won't let me die again.
Okay, I say I'm not smart, but I'm currently taking business courses. And I'm getting mostly straight A's, so I might be smart.
Great. Here comes some reinforcements.
Now you want to hurry here, because improbably these guys with their lightning sticks can actually kill Colossus really fucking quickly. And it seems weird for Colossus to even be the one in this for it, because isn't Colossus' whole deal is he's not squishy. It's easier, it's like way more possible on Novice, because I was playing on hard on my test file. Really don't recommend it. But they can take him down if you can't get here fast enough. They can take him down in seconds, and it's ridiculous. So if you're gonna do this, memorize the layout. If you're gonna do this on hard, memorize the layout of this room and the fastest way through, because you're gonna need that information. And no, he will not regenerate between sections.
I've got my eye on you.
I'm a blue teleporting German demon, and you're creepier than, and you're the creepier one here, dude.
Serve me up another one, Kurt.
Already on it, buddy. Pietro. Am I the only one, like, it's like this in the movie X2, in X2 and X3 as well. Am I the only one just kind of weirded out by Colossus not having a Russian accent? It's just such a part of Colossus to me, is the Russian accent. I'm fine with Black Widow not having a Russian accent. She's a spy. But, like, Colossus... the being big and Russian is his entire freaking personality.
I see you.
No. You're a supervillain. It's my job. Alright, you good? The really cool thing about being Nightcrawler, also, he feels so fun to play when you got all his skills maxed out. But the cool thing about him is you don't need a ranged attack, because you are a ranged attack, because of your teleportation.
Almost done. Take down another one.
Also, some of my favorite platforming in game, and I don't like platforming, but I love the Nightcrawler platforming. It feels so good. Like the addition of a teleport button, just it works. It just works so nicely. And I'm sorry, his costume is just so good. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I like something for once. I'm allowed. It's my birthday special.
I'll make you suffer.
Yeah. That little delay we had there, where we got a little turned around. Yeah, on hard, Colossus dead. Like that's how freaking strict and unforgiving it is. Come on, stuck on the. There we go.
Nice try, freak.
Hey, I didn't even have to kill him. Colossus got him himself. This is cool. Alright, mission complete. Won't need to save. Let's go on to the next Wolverine! Because apparently these need to be played in a certain way for them to make sense. And not the way they're laid out. Because next you're going to want to do the holding bends. Wolverine has become the hunter. Lady Deathstrike miraculously survived their last battle, and now she is out for revenge. After abducting Storm, she orders her men to eliminate Wolverine permanently.
Why don't we just put a bullet in him? Deathstrike says he's a healer. Only way to be sure is to turn him to ash.
Won't work. I still have a skeleton. You know, after playing as Nightcrawler, Wolverine feels just kind of bleh.
Bring your friends. I'd like to meet.
He's kind of low power and meh, because he just tears things apart. He's like, damage-wise, he's the best character. But he's not as like fun and jumpy and cool.
thing stinks.
Alrighty. I missed the pounce attack from Origins, frankly. But this came out first, so can't expect it, I guess. How were you guys in here? Why were you guys in here? Never mind. It's always weird seeing like enemies that aren't just like skeletons or orcs or something bricked up in a wall, bricked up in a room. Like how did you get in here, and to what purpose did you get in here? Did you get in here on your own, or were you locked in here by somebody? Wolverine is also the only one without a lock on. Yes, I break everything. I'm Wolverine! Sorry, do you have a rocket launcher? You do, alright. Apparently, Logan here doesn't actually have a camera looking. This wasn't a good prize. Again, why are you guys even in here? Look a bit like taller Dwerge from Van Helsing. Which is funny, because that was also Van Helsing. That was also Hugh Jackman. don't understand the point of a knockback attack this early. Wouldn't we want people to get closer to us? Because that's when where we're effective, is at close range. Maybe it'll make sense when you got melee fighters later.
Tables have turned, boys.
You can't do anything to me now. But you know, you can, but I can do stuff right back. That was a pretty simple mission. Let's do another one! What is next? Cutscene? Apparently, no cutscene. But we'll do Testing Center. Wolverine continues his relentless pursuit of Lady Deathstrike, bent on rescuing Storm. His progress is hindered by hordes of Hydra warriors bent on delaying him at every turn. Surprisingly, the second Nightcrawler is the last part of this section.
Remember this chamber, Logan? All Weapon X candidates came here. Mutant healing vaccines tested to their limits. Subjects burned to a crisp over and over again, just to see how fast they could go.
Preparing healing evaluation program. Subjects taking traces on your assigned tour.
Why are we bothering with toxic gas since these guys all have gas masks? Call me animal or asshole? Haha! Hey!
No matter, they were expendable.
Commencing healing evaluation program. Level 2. Activating incinerator units.
Hydra, attack!
Interesting for Hydra to be in an X-Men game. Because they became such a, well, I was gonna say big, but kind of minor part of the MCU. Like, there are a lot in television, Disney Plus, but like, 2 movies, maybe 3. I don't remember a lot of Civil War. Or Winter Soldier. I don't like Winter Soldier. Don't worry, I've already been told I'm wrong. You can go ahead and put your comment in the comment section. I know I'm wrong because I don't like the best Marvel movie ever made, and whatever. Shouldn't have turned on the fire. It's killing your guys too, Deathstrike. Yuriko.
You're not done yet.
Increasing healing evaluation program to level 7. Activating cage restraints.
Go to Blade Squad. Attack!
Yeah, you can get trapped in the fire by a cage, but don't worry, the cages are breakable. You're Wolverine. Savage, brutal beatings! I am Wolverine! Alright.
Evaluation program complete. Surviving subjects, return to your cells. Cleaning crews, prepare to process terminated test subjects.
Did I pass that test or what?
Only those with the power of enough to survive the augmentation test. Only you and Oak. The rest cut out of study. Stored on pickled rats and giant jars for strikers' amusement.
Alright. Not really, no. Oh, that's a big gun, isn't it? There's the thingy. Anything else in here? I'll come down here, lady, and we'll duke it out. I'm tired of fighting your goons, frankly. Want a worthy challenge? That's not a worthy challenge. It's a guy with a bazooka. Also, if I'm not gonna die, not really.
Come on,
I'd really like to be able to do a pounce with Wolverine when I'm not in rage mode. It would help a lot with the clusters of guys with machine guns just backing up all the time.
prepare to die.
Snick it indeed. Let's go. Okay, I've got 2 missions left. Gonna do Hangar. Wolverine closed in on his quarry. Storm's scent was getting stronger and stronger, but it was even easier to locate her once her terrified screams filled his ears. I don't like the idea of Storm as a damsel in distress. She's extremely powerful as a mutant.
Stop struggling, witch.
This is between us. Let it go.
Haven't we been through this already?
Yeah. It looks like we're gonna do it again.
Boss fight. Nice. Let's fight her. Haha, got ya. Whee! I know, it's fun, isn't it? Come on, you should take a turn. Woo!
Strength for the masses.
Bye-bye.
Huh, so weak.
Fuck you. You're weak.
Crane style.
Well, weren't we at one point? I can't remember exactly the storyline between Logan and Yuriko, but I think they were. Hey! Killed Lady Deathstrike, sort of, again, but not really again. Because it's not the last time we fight her in this very game.
Storm, you alright?
It's not me you should worry about. It's her.
I gotcha.
I told you. I'm not close.
Yeah, you are.
Where does it lead? We don't know. There could be valuable equipment down there. Let's check it out. We must be directly under the lake. What is it? The Master Mold. It's online. Get out of here. Now!
But we're going to quickly, before we see the rest of that cutscene, we're going to do the next bit with Nightcrawler to call it an episode. Nightcrawler is visited by a vision of Jason Stryker. After being abandoned to die by Nightcrawler during the dam's collapse, Jason begins to haunt his every move. This one on Novice, it's also a boss fight.
Talking to you, Kurt.
You're just a figment of my imagination.
No, I'm not. I'm real. And you left me to die.
You were trying to destroy the world.
And I'll do it again. Finish what Daddy started. Just watch me.
Kurt, come on. We've got to get out of here before we're discovered. Too late. Get the parts. I'll hold them off as long as I can.
That doesn't sound too good. Not a problem.
Ooh, Sentinels. Yeah, alright.
Phase 1 mutant elimination procedure activated.
We gotta lure the Seeker bots to the Sentinel by doing the, our special teleport attack.
Clumsy machines.
Target acquired.
Going down.
Gotta wait for the guys to come in. Start flashing.
They don't think much.
No, they're robots. And that's all that is to that. It's pretty simple, but I don't mind that at all. Now we're gonna get the proper cutscene. All the full way through.
Impressive.
You too.
We got what we came for. Let's get out of here.
There he is, our friends.
Where does it lead? We don't know. There could be valuable equipment down there. Let's check it out. We must be directly under the lake. What is it? The Master Mold. It's online. Get out of here. Now!
They're all dead. What happens when you screw with the Master Mold, I guess?
sorry, Storm. I am not letting you get away again.
Just come back in one piece.
That looks ridiculous.
Did you get the Cerebro parts? Then let's get back to the school.
We were attacked.
By robots. Giant robots.
What did they look like?
There? Like that?
Good work. It must have been hard returning to a place that holds so many unpleasant memories.
Something is going on there, Professor. There were soldiers, robots.
General Stryker had so many different agendas. It's impossible to know everything he was up to there.
But what about Jason? He came to me in a vision.
Residual effects from the mind control. It will
I don't think so.
Jason's spirit is haunting us. He thinks we
He
left
did.
him to die.
No one was left to die at Alkali Lake. In any case, I made a commitment that I'd help Henry find Magneto.
Did you find him?
I know what he's after. Ready the jet.
And the Sentinels?
We'll let the government take care of its own business for now.
I think I will save this time, yeah. Alright. So, next time, we'll have a lot of fun to deal with. Because we'll have the fission plant, the Castle Gatehouse, and the Brooklyn Bridge. We'll be back with Iceman, and we'll have more Wolverine and more Nightcrawler. It's gonna be... I'll figure out what order to do it in. But yeah, I'll see you next time for that. Ciao. Hi, thanks for watching. This has been played and recorded by me, Merrick D'Amato. The art was by Rafael Agrona. You can find a link to their commission page in the description below. And if you like this video and want to see more like it, like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you all next time. Ciao!